months ago I did a major closet decluttering, some because they were no longer serving my purpose, and some because I did go back to work outside of my home, and so I did a work capsule wardrobe. I took some notes and brought in some new pieces, and so in today's video I want to try them on and share them with you, give you my thoughts. As always, I'll link everything I can down below. Don't forget to like if you do like it and subscribe if you haven't, and let's get started. I'm going to start with my denims. If you've been here before, you know how much I love my denims, and so I got quite a few different brands. The first piece is a pair of jeans. These are from the brand Emoji and Willie. I have a pair that I bought a couple years ago when we came to visit, and they're no longer fitting me the way I wanted to fit me, and so I went back to the store when we moved here and tried to find the same exact cut and material composition of the jeans but in a different size, and they did have the exact pair of pants that I was looking for in the cut that I wanted, but they didn't have my size, and I could have ordered online, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to try them on in person, and so they did bring me a different cut of denims in the same material composition. I tried them on and I like this one even better than the previous one that I had, and so I ended up buying them. They do originally come in extremely long inseam, so even if you're taller, they might be a little longer on you than other denims, but they do offer free hemming. This time I didn't want to hem them because I do like the cuff look, and so I told them that if I do change my mind I can always come back and have them hem it for me, but I really like how they look, even so more than the previous cut that I had. They are made of 100% cotton, and this cotton feels extremely stiff, and so if you're not into that type of material then you're not gonna like this, but I don't mind it. I do like it. I love the fit of them. They are in a baggy size, and I did get them like that purposely. I sized up on these ones. I really like the oversizing it on the hips area. I've been liking that look lately, and it's just so much comfortable. The shade looks like an off black, but it's actually a deep blue or indigo with these beautiful stitches all around them. Though they are made in this, like I say, very stiff material, they're not uncomfortable, especially because I did size up on them. They are button fly, and I believe they are either 12 or 13 inches rise, but they go super high even on my longer torso. The cut of them is a straight leg, but I do feel like they taper just a little bit at the bottom. But overall, I love this pair of denims. I have been wearing them already, and I even thinking about getting a different color, but I'm gonna hold my horses because they're not the cheapest one, but I think they're totally worth it. This next one, I do own a similar pair. It's the same brand, cut, material composition, in a similar color, and they fit completely different. And I know I got a different size, but hear me out. I know that this happens when you get a black pair compared to a blue pair, even if it's the same brand, cotton, whatever, and you get different fit because the way they dye and the material is different, and so they kind of fit differently. But I have this Goldie 90s pinch waist on size 24, and there is zero gap on my body. Okay, they fit around my hips just fine, a little tighter than what I like, but they fit, and then zero gap on the waist. These ones is just one size up. They fit on the hips just fine, and then the gap on the waist is humongous, and so very disappointed. I cannot return it because I waited way too long to return him. I do love the fit on the hips, and so I'm thinking if I either fix him on the waist, I do still have to find a tailor here in Nashville because I don't have one, and or to sell them. I still have the tag on, and so I might sell them. They are called pinch waist because they're supposed to be very narrow on the waist compared to the hips for those of us that have a curvy body type, and the gap is just ginormous. They fit worse than the regular 90s jeans because I do have a regular 90 pair, and the gap is not as big as this one, so I'm not sure where the disconnect is. With that said, I do love the fit of them, and so again I might just fix them and keep them because they are this beautiful mid-range color. It's more darker than lighter. This one is a color or a shade that I was looking for, especially for the colder months. That's when I do like wearing my darker pair of denims, and so TBD on that one, but I do like the fit. I do think it's a nice pair of denims, and I bought them again because I do love them. But yeah, just dealing with that waist gap. These two are made of 100% cotton, but unlike the previous one, they are super soft on the skin. They feel like they have been worn out already. They have a 12-inch rise, they are button fly, and the cut of them is a straight leg. Because they don't have a whole lot of distressing on them, they are a very nice classic pair of denims, so they do have a tiny little bit of distressing on the back pockets, the front pockets and at the bottom of the legs, which I don't mind. That's as much as I go when it comes to this dressing. I like my denims to be nice and classic, so they go with everything and I can wear them to almost any occasion. But I do appreciate that little distressing that they have all around the denims for a more casual feel. This next one, I absolutely love the fit of them. They are from Reformation and they are the Karli high-rise relaxed tapered jeans. So they do taper a little bit at the bottom. They are a zipper fly, so they have a zipper in a button versus having a lot of buttons. They're mostly made of organic cotton, but I also have lilocell and tencel in it, which explains why they feel so soft to the touch, yet it does still look and feel substantial. They have a 12.5-inch rise. The waist gap is very minimal and the overall fit is fabulous. It has this beautiful shade of blue, which I think everybody, if you're into denim, should have in the wardrobe because it's not too dark, it's not too light, it's just this medium blue. It doesn't have any distressing on it, so it's a classic pair that will go well with anything and you can wear it all year round. This one is the Madison Relaxed Jean Jacket and it's also from Reformation. I did not get it to matchy with the previous jeans, but I love how they are. The shade of them are so similar. It looks like it's a set, which I love my denim on denim. If and when I decide to style this jacket with the denim jeans, so denim on denim, I would go for a top that is more elevated because denims is already casual, and so this jacket, it being oversized and having this color makes it even more casual, and so to spice it up a bit or to elevate the look a bit and not look strictly casual, which is nothing wrong with that, but then I'll style it with something like this to contrast the look, something that I do like doing, and so I think that would look great. And instead of going for a pair of sneakers, maybe doing a loafer, Oxfords, or even a classic pair of boots. Other than the color and it having an oversized fit, I think it's a classic one. It does have a little bit distressing on the front pockets, but it's not too much or too out there for my liking or my style. And so overall, I really do like this jacket. I feel like it's thick enough for me to layer underneath it with maybe a thick sweater if I want to stay warm and wear around this time of the year. We do get those wild warmer days in the winter time here where I live, and so I think I'll be able to utilize this even in the winter time. Next, I have a couple of sweaters. They're both from Everlane, which is one of my favorite places to shop for sweaters and basics in general. And what I love about this one is that it has this two-tone color. So it has the oatmeal beige one, and then you get like a darker tan one at the bottom, which I found interesting. It's a nice interesting detail to the sweaters. This one is mostly cashmere. It has 94% of recycled cashmere and 6% wool, and so it feels super soft on the skin. I love the color of it, obviously. I'm a sucker for neutral, you know that. It is in the crop size even on me. I have a petite frame, but I do have a longer torso, and so just keep that in mind. I did size up on this on one size. I was looking for to do 2 sizes, but they didn't have it, and I'm so glad I didn't because this one fits perfectly. I do like my sweaters to fit me in an oversized side, but I think this one, because of the style, I really like the fit of it, and so I am very happy with the size that I got. When I put it on, I usually have a semi-sensitive skin. I cannot do alpaca, or there's other type of fabrics that I cannot do. But cashmere and wool, I'm fine with. When I put this one on, I didn't have anything underneath it and it wasn't itchy, oops, at all. But very nice sweater that I'm so excited to start styling it. This next one is a mock knit sweater, also from Everlane, and I was lacking a black sweater like that in my wardrobe. I do have a couple cardigans, but I didn't have one that was just like a sweater. And when I saw this one, I absolutely loved it. It has this interesting texture, like a waffle knit texture to it, which I really like. And it has this cut where it's like short at the front and then longer on the back. This one too is a bit on the crop side. I don't mind it though, because most of my, if not all of my bottoms are high-waisted. This one, excluding the trimming, is 100% recycled cashmere, so as you can imagine, it's also extremely soft and comfortable on the skin. It has a mock neck, and I did size up on this one to one size to get that little bit of oversizedness. They are in a higher price range, especially when you compare them to other material compositions like cotton, but they are a staple piece in my wardrobe. I wear sweaters all the time, at home, to work, to anywhere else, and so having this in a higher quality and such a luxurious, cozy, and comfortable material is gonna be something that's only gonna add to my wardrobe, and I'll have it for years to come. Last piece I got from Everlane is this striped turtleneck. I have been looking for something like this for almost a year now, and I wasn't sure if I wanted white with black stripe or black with white stripe like this one, and I am safer getting it this way because I'm very clumsy. I'm always spilling stuff on me, and so I'm able to keep it clean it for longer and be mostly black. And so I did go for my normal size with turtlenecks with the brand. I wanted to be nice and fitted because I do wear my turtlenecks mostly layer, and so I didn't want them to bunch up underneath whatever else I'm wearing. Neck of it extremely long for those that has longer neck, I guess, but I'll be folding it a little bit because it's just bothering me when it's just way too up here. But overall, it feels very nice and soft and comfortable on the skin. Stripe anything is a classic and it's more elevated. It feels like you put some effort into your outfit, and so I'm very excited to have this in my wardrobe. These pants, I was a little skeptical at first before I got them. I had it on my cart for like a whole week. Then I decided to get them and I try them on and I'm like, I love them. At first I was like, I'm gonna wear it to work. I do work with children, and so it'll be interesting having them like read what's on it. There's nothing, I don't think, inappropriate on them. But then I put it on and listen, I am aware that I have a booba butt. And everything that I wear, regardless of how loose or tight it is, it's just like latch into my behind. And so I was like, maybe they're not appropriate to wear to work. So maybe not, unless I do like that black sweater that I had earlier, put it on and have it cover my behind. I think these are probably my most fun pants that I own right now. Again, I still have to find a tailor around here or just give me a sewing machine and do it myself. But I absolutely love the fit. They do have a very minimal gap on the waist, but they fit beautifully everywhere else except for the length, of course. But I am excited to style this either with a plain white tee or like a black turtleneck and just let the pants speak for themselves. But yeah, I'm excited to start styling this and wear them to maybe a concert downtown or even a date night or any other occasion that is not work maybe. But yeah, I'm excited to have them and just have fun with it. This last piece of clothing is a pair of pants that somewhat fit like the fun pin ones. It's from Reformation as well, and listen, I know that when I get something from Reformation, 99.9% of the time they're gonna fit the way I want it to fit me. But this exceeded my expectation. I bought them for work. I have been looking for a pair of pants that feel like leggings but are not leggings because I don't like wearing leggings even to work or anywhere else really. But I got this one, and my plan is to wear them with a longer shirt so it can cover my bubble butt and it be appropriate for work. But yeah, they fit so lovely. They go super high on me on the waist. They go up to my rib cage, which I don't mind because they're gonna be worn underneath layers, but they just snatch me so good and they feel so comfortable and make my behind look so good. But not that I'm trying to make my butt look good for work, but regardless, it's nice to feel good even if you're gonna be covering it. The problem that I'm having with them is that they have a zipper at the bottom, which I think is super cute because you can wear it open, you can zip it up and wear it closed. But I am 5'3" and this is not made for a 5'3" gal because I think I have like this much like over. I cannot handle myself. I have to take them to a tailor. They either have to remove the whole zipper and keep it zipless or add a smaller zipper, which that's probably gonna cost me more money. But regardless, I'm keeping them. I love them, and whatever they decide to do, I'm okay with it because I love the fit, the feel, and it's just a very nice, substantial pair of pants that I'm excited to start wearing to work. The next piece, the one that I'm wearing right now, is this. I was gonna say turtleneck, but it's a mock neck. It's from Reformation. When I first saw it, they didn't have it available, and then I waited until it came back. Oh, I think it just became unavailable right after I bought it, and I didn't think I got it on time. One of those two. And I just love the rich brown color. I think it's such an amazing color, especially for this time of the year. It has this elegance to it, especially when you pair with, you know, jewelry like this necklace I have on right now, which I will talk about it in a little bit. But I just love the look, the feels super comfortable on the skin. I don't remember the material composition of it because I forgot to read the label before I put it on, but it feels super nice and comfortable on the skin. And I love how elevated it just makes any outfit look. I am wearing it right now with like a pair of jeans, and it's something that I would just wear to you know, out if I have to leave the house and I want to feel a little more dressed up, then I'll just throw this with a pair of denims and then a pair of loafers or even sneakers, and I still feel like I'm somewhat dressed up because I feel like this top makes any outfit pop. For this next one, I have been looking for a vintage t-shirt for a while and I haven't found it yet, and when I saw this one, it kind of reminded me of what I'm looking for in a true vintage t-shirt. This one is not vintage, it's from Reformation, but it has that vibe. I did get a medium at first because I wanted to be oversized, but I didn't realize that the design was already oversized, and so I ended up sending it back and getting my true to size with the brand. What I like about this one is that though it has quite a bit of going on, but it is in black, and so it's not too loud or too much for my liking. It's made of 100% cotton and it feels nice and thick and high quality. My plan for this was to wear with, or still is, black pants or skinny jeans, combat boots, and a leather jacket, and feel like I can rock and roll. I have mentioned in a couple previous videos that I was looking forward to replace my combat boots. They are a little too big on me, and so I still have them for sale on my Poshmark. And in the search to replace those, I came across this one. They are from Reformation, and the selling point for me was the longer length on the ankle area. I have a few midi skirts and midi dress that I wear to work, and a lot of times I wear them and I wish I had higher boots because I don't like the big gap between my skirt and my shoes. I don't think it's as flattering, especially on a petite frame like mine, and so I was hoping to find something like this, and then I saw this one, and then I was like, yeah, that's it. I did not know that they have a zipper on the side, so you have the lace detail over here, but I don't know how I missed the zipper, which it was a very pleasant surprise when I got in. I was like, oh, look at that. I don't have to ever touch the lace. I just have to zipper and unzip it, and it's good. The only thing with these boots is that it's very narrow. I do have chubby feet, but I don't have chubby cuffs, I don't think, and this fit a little snug, and so I do still have to like loosen up the lace a little more, and I think I'll be fine, but I do think they come narrow on the cuffs here, so just keep that in mind. Overall, this is genuine leather. I do love the combat style, and I'm just excited to have found a nice replacement to my combat boots. This necklace that I have on right now is also new in piece, and listen, as soon as I saw the brand came up with this design, I was like, I want that necklace. I did wait a while. I was hoping that they came up with a sale, and they did, and when they did, I was like, there's my chance, and so I bought it. Absolutely stunning piece. It's such a simple concept, but it brings so much to the outfit. It's just this little, you know, dingling little coins. I forgot the name, so I'll link it down below. It's from Pamela Carr. They are a Canadian-based handmade jewelry brand, and I love all their pieces. They are so unique. They have a history behind each piece that they make. If I'm not wearing my jewelry necklaces, it's usually them because I love their pieces. I have a couple more necklaces. The one that has like a dingling pearl one is the one that I wear almost daily to work, and I get tons of compliments, and it's just a lovely brand. This stuff is also amazing to work with. Non-sponsored, I bought this with my own money, but if you're looking for unique looking handcrafted quality pieces, then 10 out of 10, 100% recommend. Next and last jewelry piece that I have is this one from Mejuri. I have talked about it in my Black Friday wish list, and I mentioned in that video that this ring was on my wish list for a long while. I did go in store in Texas when I was living there to try on for the sizing, and then here they don't have an in-store, unfortunately, but I was able to just order one, and then I ended up in the wrong size, and so I had to return it in the back and get it. But they were nicely enough to honor my discount, though it has expired already, but because it wasn't even exchanged, then they were able to refund me back the difference. But anyways, I'm so excited I finally got my ring. I originally wanted for this finger over here, but then I realized too that I always wear a ring on this finger over here, and so when I wore that ring over there or any other rings that I have, and I wore that next to it, it was just too much. It clashed too much for me, and so I ended up just getting it for this finger. I love the yellow gold and the diamond detail. It goes perfectly with the rest of my daily rings that I wear on a daily basis, and though they're not all from Mejuri, but somehow they just go well together, and so that's exactly what I was looking for, something that just adds to my collection instead of having it to wear by itself. And overall, such a dainty and stunner piece that I think I'll treasure forever. I was missing a couple of long sleeve plain shirts that are not necessarily to wear by itself but more for layering, and so I got this one. It's very low neck, and so I do have to be careful what kind of bra I wear with it, especially if I'm wearing it to work. And it's also very cropped, and so my bottom has to be very high-waisted, or again I can just layer under or over, but very nice and comfortable. This one is also from Reformation. I went for my normal size with the brand. And the material, what's the material on this? Oh, it's Tencel, Lilocell, and Spandex. Last but not least, I have these socks that I got from Etsy. I was looking for longer socks for my boots that are made in a sustainable material, and surprisingly, you go into the stores and you can't find anything that is not made out of polyester. And so I went on Etsy, and I also wanted some fun colors too. And so I think I got like these, and then I got a couple more, but they are either in the laundry room or they are in the bathroom ready to put away because I have been wearing them already. And they wash good. I forgot, I meant to do it, wash them on delicate and then just hang them instead of drying them so they can last me longer. But I accidentally put them on regular wash and then regular drying, and they still holding up really good. So really good quality material, feels nice and substantial, and I'm just very happy that I have nice sustainable looking socks that I can wear with my higher boots. Many hours later of trying things on and talking to you here, I think I covered everything. I hope you found this helpful or at least entertaining. If you did, please give it a thumbs up as well as subscribing if you haven't. Let me know if you have any questions down below, and I'll make sure to get to them as soon as I can. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!